So this is an update of the bishop and his son accused to be behind the dismembered female body found under the overhead bridge in KUBWA, Abuja on the 20th of July 2022. So the girl's name is Amanda, and that is the girl you are seeing here. Her name is Amanda or Anita. She was said to be Apostle Kelechi's girlfriend at a time, even while Kelechi was married. So at first, it was speculated that Apostle Kelechi killed her because she was pregnant and perhaps was threatening to expose their relationship. But reliable sources had it that this girl had terminated the pregnancy even before Apostle Kelechi killed her. And then for the fact that Apostle Kelechi's wife has also way long gone, even before the murderer of Anita, then proved that Apostle Kelechi purposely killed this lady, this girl, for ritual purposes. Remember that it was said that Apostle Kelechi's wife has gone due to he was abusing her in the marriage. She was the only one fending for the family, providing for everything that was needed. So before Apostle Kelechi now decided to be dating this girl. In fact, he has been dating this girl according to reliable sources. So eventually, because of his source of income is no longer there, tithes and offerings were no longer coming, then he resolved in the ritual. And it was said that on that particular day that he killed his girlfriend, he was calling this his wife, repeatedly calling her on that day, calling for her to come back, at least for them to sit somewhere else and talk over things. But the wife refused because she has gotten enough of the mess from Apostle Kelechi. So eventually then he resolved in using this innocent girl called Amanda for rituals. So and it was also said that the police, when they got to Apostle Kelechi's house, they found the head and the neck of Amanda. That's the girl that was used, which means Apostle Kelechi kept the head and neck of this girl for his own personal use. Honestly, this is very wicked. And I thank God for the life of his wife. If the wife had come back that day, perhaps he would have used her, drugged her, and but who knows how he did this. So, well, the matter is already in the police custody, and let's see how the whole thing will go. And I hope he has other accomplished, or does it mean that Apostle Kelechi alone single-handedly slaughtered this particular girl and butchered her body into pieces? Anyways, the latest news now is that his father has been released. Initially they were both arrested, and after not finding substantial evidence against the father, that's Bishop Amadi A. Amadi, the presiding Archbishop of Freedom Chapel International, same at Abuja, has been released. So Apostle Kelechi on his own, since the offering and the tithe money is no longer forthcoming as it used to be, since the wife, who is the breadwinner, has gone. So now who will he use for his money ritual? Imagine, he wanted to use his beautiful wife for rituals. People are very heartless. So at the end of the day, he ended up using this girl. And we girls also should be very careful. Honestly, we don't even know who to trust these days. We don't know who to trust these days. I know sometimes we could all be wrong, or when we are doing wrong things, we don't even understand it at the time. How can somebody be dating a pastor of a church? Even the pastor of a church, how can you be dating a female member, when you know you are married? Even though you separated from you are not divorced. Imagine butchering this girl in a church, in a house of God, and then kept her head and her neck in your house. We thank God for the life of that recycled man, who has the boldness and the courage to go and report this incident to the police. So we hope that Apostle Kelechi will have other accomplishments, and they will all be arrested, since he has mentioned his father's name previously, and eventually his father was released, seeing that he only wanted to drag his father into his mess. So, well, I hope justice will run its full course this